What is up? It's Schmeedy here with another video in the tips and tricks series for new PokeMMO players. And today we're going to talk about how to choose your starting region. If you find this video helpful, please drop a like and consider subscribing. It really helps the channel and helps my brain release happy chemicals, so it's truly appreciated. If you watch this and feel like there's something I've missed, or if you want to share where you started or what region you think is best to start, definitely drop that in the comments below. Okay, first and foremost, when choosing a starting region and things like that, you should consider personal preference. I was around for Gen 1, and when I first started PokeMMO, I was really most into the nostalgia. And if that's what you're after, just pick the region that you played the most, that you love the most, and don't really worry about min-maxing. However, there's a bunch of other things to consider if you do care about the min-max or specific things. So we're going to get into that. For example, if you want to start with the easiest story to complete, then Kanto is arguably the right choice. The first four gyms are easier than the other regions, and it tends to be the most straightforward with typing and battles. And if you remember, once you beat your first four gyms, then you unlock the access to the online market and travel to other regions. The game really opens up and things get easier from then on, or you have more capability to make things easier by purchasing. So getting the fourth badge sooner is advantageous, and you don't necessarily need to full clear a region before traveling to another. Now, if you're interested in breeding and want the fastest and most efficient capability to do so, then Unova is where you'll want to start. Not only do you get to the Poke Daycare the fastest, it also has the least distance between the PC, and that shaves valuable time off of longer breeds. If you want the soonest capability to catch your very own legendary bird from Gen 1, talking about Zapdos, Moltres, and Articuno, then you'll want to start in Kanto. If you want your own legendary dog from Gen 2, that's Entei, Raikou, and Suicune, then you'll want to start in Johto. It's important to note there, though, that only one bird and one dog appear per month on a 3-month rotating cycle. So that may affect your decision. Because, for example, if you really care only about catching Zapdos, but Zapdos won't appear again for another 2 months, then you may decide to start another region aside from Kanto. If you care most about early game money making strategies, that's actually where there's the most opportunity for a variable choice. Kanto is really great early game for catching Abras and Meowths. Abras with the synchronized ability and Meowths with the payday move and pickup ability sell for a decent amount, especially early game. Sinnoh has the best rich trainer rebattles, which can be done every 6 hours. The trainers that give you far more Pokeyen than a normal trainer. And Johto ultimately has the best money making, like rebattling Red. But a lot of those things are locked behind completing your national original trainer Pokédex, and that is no small feat. So, yeah, most opportunity to explore different ways to make money and what region would be the best for that. If you care most about having the easiest EV and experience training experience, being able to kind of power level the fastest, then Hoenn is your choice. There's a 5 times Tentacruel spot at the Battle Frontier that's one of the most popular in the game. Hoenn is also the best region for catching Dittos, which are incredibly valuable for breeding and therefore sale on the market. And Hoenn also has the best shiny hunting or shunting locations in the game if you're into that and want to flex your RNG like my friend MPPN. If you're eager to participate in game events, then Kanto is once again the best region to start. This is another one to double check the time of year when the next event is. If it's not for a while, then maybe you choose somewhere else. If PvP is going to be your thing and you're wondering what the best starting region is to prep for that, then Sinnoh is arguably the answer. This largely depends on what Pokemon you want on your team and where they're available to catch. The reason why I said Sinnoh is because their different Rotom variations are available here and incredibly popular in literally every single PvP tier. Um, Now, we're going to get into my ultimate recommendation for not only the best starting region, but also for the most practical sequence for completing the regions. I really, really wish I knew that the level caps for each region are different before choosing where I started. I also didn't know that from the outset you are level capped until after you defeat the Elite Four. So here's the list of the level caps by region after completing your 8th badge and before the Elite Four. So you see it's Johto, Unova, Hoenn, Sinnoh, Kanto. If you follow the sequence with a good team selection, like if you have a good team of 6 with move coverage for dragons and the psychic types and all of the different kinds of Elite Four members that you'll run into, then you can clear the Elite Four in every region with the same 6 Pokemon, not needing to use any more time leveling others. Because I did Kanto first, I actually wasn't able to use those Pokemon again until I cleared another region. It was very sad. So this is how I would go about it, but ultimately you should decide what you care most about and how you'll have the most fun playing the game, and use that to choose your starting region. So if you've made it this far, let me say thank you very much for watching. Please like the video, consider subscribing, and share the video with your buddy that you've finally convinced to start PokeMMO. And thanks, I'll catch you next time.